So today we are doing that Gnar versus Lissandra. This should be pretty interesting. I've heard from a lot of people that his second star power is currently bugged, where it's either not making the wall up or it's not reducing it down, something like that. Haven't actually tested it out myself, but we'll find out pretty soon if this is working or not. I mean, that'll be pretty rough. Gnar is probably going to need all the help he can get. For the build we are planning on going with, going to be this right here. I like the Packed Powder and Scourge's stash to get Gnar on the board as soon as possible. And then also the Packed Powder does give us a good amount of stats for our Gnar. For the price, I think he's pretty weak as far as his stats go. So reducing him down to make him a lot cheaper helps with that. But then also being able to buff him up helps with that as well. Then the Beast Within is also really good. Being able to give all of your units that overwhelm, really solid. And then most of his deck is going to have a subtype, so they're also going to get these extra stats. So I think it's been going pretty solid. Hello, Just Trollin'. Welcome. Too much spice in your toast? You make another piece of toast, and then you spread it between the two pieces of toast. That's the best way to do it. You get more toast. Alright, support. One cost Tridimir is funny. Also, he's a Poros who to get the extra stats. Yeah, Tridimir might actually be decent. This would be a 2 cost. Yordles will get the extra stats. Misfortune with double attack could be pretty solid. First time I die, level up instead. I feel like I kind of want to go with that. Tridimir. Next patch should be this week. This Wednesday, I believe, is when it should come out. Yeah, tomorrow should be patch notes, and we'll probably go over the patch notes Wednesday morning for stream. So we'll discuss them all there. Should be pretty interesting. I think we're going to go with Tridimir. Misfortune potentially would be better, but I think a 1-cost Tridimir would be a lot of fun. So I just want to play with this. Yeah, if they load. That's why we're going to go over them the day after. Hopefully that'll help. So, Quick Draw is actually pretty good, because we have a decent amount of draw, and this would help us be aggressive. However, there's so many big enemy targets, we're just going to go for a solid defensive power. This is very interesting. So we could give Tridimir elusive. Could give Gnar a bunch more stats, which would be really nice. Could give this double attack. Alright, let's... Yeah, let's grab double attack, especially because we might get that power sharing is carrying, where it spreads it out to your whole board. I've already used that combination to beat Lissandra like 3 times, I think, at this point. Alright, so what are you guys thinking? Elusive or more stats? Yeah, okay, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I think just having more stats is going to be a lot better than giving him elusive. Glad we're all in agreement. Alright, let's see. First, let's look at Lissandra. Okay, she has I Am Inevitable, so we lose. Good to know. So we have Inquisitor up here, She Who Wanders, and It That Stares. Alright, so I think we just made this wall up.
I bring music and war.
So it seems like our star power is at least making it.
A chill in the air.
Oh, it's such a big Gnar. I love it. Let's actually use this. Well, yeah, we can use our Tusk Speaker next round to be able to trigger our Plunder again. Let's actually use this just to kill their units. Okay, so the wallop is not getting discounted. So that's what's going on. Alright, so we could use this. This gives us one, the other one gives us one. Yeah, the tusk speaker would give us our plunder effect, our damage effect, but let's actually stun that. I don't want to try to block it. So we won't get our Nexus damage off this round.
Patient, cautious, and quiet. This is our way.
Let's drop another tusk speaker.
For me, the spirits dance. Sounds of the wilds.
Okay, not nearly as big.
Strong as waves.
Let's just attack and do as much damage as we can.
Not yield.
So not getting the cost reduction for our wallops is definitely a bit annoying. Yeah, that's something we're gonna stun. Well, that's a little unfortunate. But let's go ahead and stun this one. Alright, I think let's... Well... Alright, let's attack like this. And drag this one aside here. We'll actually put Gnar last. That way when people do damage, he'll get a couple more stats. And we're going to use our Heroic Refrain to buff everyone up to try to do a little bit more damage. Thank you for following. The best way to use Cosmic Pearls is generally just to use them for some higher level challenges, such as like Aurelian Soul or Galio. And just level up your champions very, very quickly. Like, Aurelian Soul gives you enough if you win to pretty much get to level 30. Like, technically it's like 29.5 just from one win. Alright, so we got our Pterodactyl. It's going to hit the enemy nexus every round, triggering that damage. Very big units. We're going to drop the Wolf Rider here. We get the Plunder effect, and also it's just a blocker.
These jewels are more than mere trinkets.
And it's not making our wallops anymore. So sometimes it's not reducing the cost, and then sometimes it's not making the wallop. So that's a little bit rough. What's the earliest most champions can take on Acel with it? I mean, that really depends with the champion. For me, I normally do one round of... Let's see. That's not the best. I normally do one round of like Nautilus, and then I'll go straight to Aurelian Soul with a decent amount of people. So you can do it pretty early if you have like a high level account, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. Thank you for following. You've OCD and have to beat every fight with each champion. I mean, that's probably more interesting than what I do.
Who goes that? I smell a fight.
Hello, Roll Enzo. Welcome.
Pluka, 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 pluka.
All right, so hopefully just our raw impact should be able to win here.
Let's not ruffle our feathers.
Yeah. Very much appreciative.
I heard the war song in the waves.
Tusk Speaker and Gnar is so good to have in our opening combo. Well, that's a little bit rough.
Beat the drum.
Yeah, we'll just attack like this. Gnar is also one of those champions that a lot of people don't like because Gnar at low levels is pretty painful.
Ancient things trapped in
And
the
so
ice.
people just think that Gnar is terrible.
Who would face
Whereas he's not terrible, he's just not the best.
Not the best you got.
Like, he definitely could be stronger. Yes, Gnar definitely relies on his unit staying on the board. He's kind of similar to Darius, where sometimes you don't want to block because you need to save your units for the attack. I don't think we damaged the enemy nexus this round. No. So let's do that right here. Give everyone some more impact. I mean, a lot of people think he's like the worst champion in the game, and I definitely don't think that. I think I want to go for the heroic refrain, just buffing everyone up. Let's buff these ones up a bit. Shuffle some more of those in our deck. If you were to redo his deck and powers, what would you replace or change?
The trap is set.
Not particularly sure offhand.
These stories were true.
I like the impact design for Gnar. Alright, so here we're just trying to reduce down on damage as much as possible. Our Teeny-Dactyl's gonna win us the game next round. Oh, maybe not. Of course they steal that card. Well, we'll just use our Pokey Stick. Like, yeah, impact is really good. I guess we can also just attack. GG. I feel like getting rid of that and just doing something more aggressive. Because this is good for like a more transformed playstyle, but while Gnar's units transform, it doesn't feel like a transformed deck. Like, that's very much Nidalee.
I will tell you of Orn.
Alright, so attacking won't actually help because they'll just be able to block us. So not a good start. Yeah, if you could give
The spirit of the mountain was
Chief
working
some
at
damage
full.
reduction so that you could play him earlier, that would help. But normally for that 3 mana, you need to play something a little bit more important. It's a very low tempo play. And for Gnar, you're a very high tempo deck. We're probably gonna have to stun that. Let's pass, see what they do.
More coals. It just snapped.
Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to pay full price for our Gnar, so that's not great. But we want him to attack here. Alright, we'll attack. Even if they kill Gnar, he'll still be able to come back from Deathless.
You'll ruin the work.
But this is also an issue where the enemy just has too big of units.
Bertha, please tell us the story.
The spirit of the mountain was working at his forge.
Hand me a weapon. I've a beast to put down.
Ever been to a blacksmith before?
Alright, so we need to trigger our damage, but we definitely need to keep that unit from attacking. What if his star powers gave impact to allied units everywhere? Yeah, that would definitely be a pretty decent change. That would help out a lot. That's a, yeah, good call. That would make you not so reliant on having to keep all of your units on the board, because you know you could replace them and get some more. Alright, I kind of want to shuffle some more of these into our deck. And let's try to have Gnar. I think I'm actually going to keep this one as a blocker for later, and also can hopefully scale up a little bit more. Do you think they'd allow multiple upgrade paths in the constellation, or just linear?
Here, let me see that.
From the way they showed it, it looks like there could be multiple paths, which could be very interesting. Now, they still might make it so it's linear if you have to go one and then the other. But there's definitely the possibility of it being multiples. Alright, so we have a stun. None of these are too terrible for us, though. This would be a big blocker. Yeah, I think let's go ahead and drop this.
Let the matriarchs and their legends die.
Well, that's not the most helpful thing in the world. Let's drop this as another blocker. We're probably gonna have to use our stun here. I hope choosing different paths you can kind of switch decks. Yeah, that would be awesome if that was the case. Alright, we're probably gonna stun this one.
My arrows fly true.
Yeah, so let's stun that. Kill that one. Kill that one. And block that one. We'll let this one hit us. We don't want to really worry about blocking it because it's just going to regen. So we'll have to just take that hit. But this is decent. I feel like Gnar is really close to being good, though. So I don't think they'd have to change a lot. Because there are matches where you can just, like, do absolutely amazing with him. So yeah, I don't think it's as bad as some people might think. We'll put Gnar last again. And then we have some different things here we're going to probably use. We don't want them to really refill their hand, though. So let's attack.
This is hot, you know.
Alright, well, that's not great. Not really any way Gnar can survive. Even if we stun that unit, it's not really gonna matter. Giving any of these other people extra stats, again, not gonna make that big of an impact. Think let's buff up this one and do some more damage. We can stun this unit just to keep one of our other units alive. Although this is Gnar's wall up, so we could just wait and play another Gnar for free. That'd probably be better. I got Phalanx on my low level account with Aatrox as well. And yes, it definitely is pretty solid. Alright, let's get an extra mana gem. We'll use this next round to trigger our damage. Yeah, Phalanx is pretty great for Aatrox. So again, we didn't make our wall up, and we could really use that CC right now. We'll play this as a blocker.
We feast tonight.
Phalanx, yeah, every time you target your own units, they get barrier. That's so much damage.
Tear them apart.
Alright, so we need the dog to survive because it has 7 stacks of impact. Does Tom's power even work with barrier? Yes, I think they do. I think they work. Yeah, this is not the best. We know a lot of what they have, though. Let's drop another chief. I'm worried about what they play. Yeah, like things like that. Alright, let's let our Gnar survive. We're doing a lot of damage, but they have these massive blockers. So, yeah, not looking the best. But let's just do as much as we can. The handicap is really hurting us with that second star power. Both not giving us wall-ups and then not reducing them down. I feel like having those extra wall-ups is actually going to be very good. Just the extra CC into Lissandra. So the fact that we're not generating those every round, like with the amount of mana we have, being able to just target an enemy with a stun would be massive. But yeah, this is going to be game. GG. The second star power creates a wall up every round if you don't have one, and then if you do have one, it reduces the cost of it.
When my song ends, men die.
At least we have a better opening this time. Like, our Tusk Speaker into Gnar is pretty much the best opener. We'll just attack with Gnar here. The Rot Colossus is one that, if you can just kill their units, it's a lot easier.
She took my love. I'll take her heart.
Yeah, again, we need to stun that one to keep it from attacking, because it'll just kill our Gnar. So sad that we can't get our damage off this round. So I think we'll just attack.
Bring the spinach.
And we'll then play our teeny dactyl so we can get our damage every round. Granted, this unit probably will die to their weaponsmith.
I'm not dying here.
Huh. Okay, that's fine with us.
The Winter's Claw will never accept.
So getting some sustain, getting some more draw, and now we'll get that Nexus damage every single round. Heard the changes on Revive HP, and it's a small quality of life, but it kind of helps on certain encounters. How are they changing the Revive HP? That you're just getting more? I think let's stun this one again. Yeah. Oh, full health. That would, yeah, that'd be really nice. That would be a nice change. Sure. Let's drop Tryndamere.
Who would face me?
So I'm a little bit worried about attacking. I know they can have those frostbites that can hit our board. All that being said, we don't really want them to have their units get buffed up more. So let's attack like this. We'll potentially use like Primal Strength, Heroic Refrain. Let's just try to get as much damage down and see what happens here. Yep, okay, they're using their frostbite thing. So that is unfortunate. Let's go here and here. Alright, so we're killing 2 of their units. We're having all of ours survive. Everyone's getting their impact off. Plus, pity powers you only need to win once now to reset. That's really nice. That's a nice, like, I understand why they have the pity powers, but having to win like 2 or 3 is a little bit too much. Yeah, it would be nice if Gnar was immune to frostbite. Huh. Never seen them play that one before. Let's use both of these, see if we can get something to draw to either finish off the game or stun their attacking units. Alright, we did not. Alright, neither of these have...
Unmoved. Try me.
Neither of these have, like, impact or overwhelm.
My tongue is...
We feast tonight, Bard.
Alright, so this should be just GG. As long as one person hits something, the impact alone will end the game. Yep, GG. This should help us more than the enemy. Yeah, we're not really getting our stuns anyways, so that's our biggest thing that targets the enemy. Our pokey stick can already hit the enemy nexus, and then a lot of our spells are targeting our own units, so this should be the best. Raiding party, overprepared, reunited. Reunited is actually not bad, but these are all commons. We want something a little bit better. Fixer upper, duelist. It's like these are also fine. Okay, stabilize or Yip's genius, fury. We only have like one cost. So I feel like we go for stabilize. All right, 1 for stabilize, 2 for reroll. Yeah, pretty much everyone is saying reroll, so we'll go ahead and do that. And we get stabilize again. Also get Trifarian. So Gnar would get Trifarian. That would give us a Pokey Stick in hand. The others would potentially get Trifarian because they're going to get one more stats because of the Beast Within. Inheritance is okay, but I feel like we need to do one of these two. I think I'm going to go for the extra removal. And yeah, Trifarian can trigger twice with Deathless. They'll give us a Pokey Stick immediately. Yeah, we'll do the Trifarian. Alright, so we didn't get any of our stuff to play round one. That's bad. Well, not off to a great start. Alright, so we could buff it up a little bit more. Alright, here we'll just spend the full mana to play our Gnar. Not great, but kind of the situation we're in. Huh. So we'll attack like this. With the impact, Gnar will go up and be strong enough to survive, but they might just kill this unit, but I feel like we need to be being aggressive right now. We'll save this for next round to damage their Nexus. So normally this is a pretty easy fight, except if you let them start getting their Frost Guards. Let's drop Tridimir for right now.
Who would face me?
Oh, this is going to be useless now. Yeah, the Spell Shield will be pretty nice against all their Frostbites, Obliterates, all that sort of stuff.
We feast tonight, Varg.
It also lets us build at our board without being punished as much, so that's another great thing.
Knuckle, knuckle pop.
Alright, we don't need to give anyone Overwhelm. Regen's not bad, but I think we just need to get some more damage. Although we could give more damage to this unit. That wouldn't be terrible.
Follow my blade.
Alright, so that's just two. Not actually going to help us that much. I think we'll just focus on our Gnar.
Death itself can't stop me.
We'll just drag this one aside. And yeah, some of our other units are going to die, but we just need to do as much damage as we can.
Die.
So the regen, yes, it would help us be able to take blocks a bit better, but the extra stats, we already can block at least one of them. Oh, I guess not. But we do have the Deathless, so it's not the end of the world. Well, nice spell shield. Obliterate all landmarks. What are you doing? That's hurting you. Why are you... Yes, Gnar is still bugged. Which isn't great for us.
Smell that barg? Fear.
Alright, so we'll pop this. Try to reduce down the damage we're taking. We shouldn't need this next round because we can attack. Let's try to get some more draw. Well, that's handy. Alright, so we'll take our time. Because of the permanent spell shield, we're not in a rush. And we have so many backup Gnars. If our Gnar dies, it doesn't actually really matter that much. Alright, so we can let Gnar kill one of their Overwhelm units. And we can have this one block here so that our other guy can get double attacks in. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Nice. GG. Easy. Yeah, the fearsome plus the all things grow cold, not great. Also, we've had some bad luck the past couple matches. We haven't had our one unit we care about. Also, like this unit, regen and 16 health. Not good. So attacking literally is going to do nothing except give them damage on our Nexus. Also, Frostbite doesn't help anymore. Yeah, this is not looking great. Because if we play this, it can't block. We play this, it also can't block the fearsome. So we are screwed.
Bones are revealed.
Because we literally can't block either of these. Well, GG. It was fun while it lasted. Alright, so yeah, Gnar is still bugged. That second star power, not creating the wallops for most of the time. It seems to do it like at game start, and that's seemingly potentially it. And since we're not getting those wallops, we're not getting the extra crowd control. Crowd control is pretty much the most important aspect for Lissandra. So yeah, Gnar, I think he'll be decent once that gets fixed, because anyone that has an extra control will be really good. But yeah, without that second star power, it's pretty rough. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been really fun hanging out with you all, and hope to see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.